Today on Drop a Pin, Chaps and I are talking about the top places we want to visit in the near future. And then we talk to Gaz, who is the founder of the Extraordinary Travel Festival in Bangkok this October, which we will be going to.
So you've been to 190 countries, and you've actually been sitting on 190 for a while, right?
The tentative plan is to finish up in May of next year. And one thing I learned, I have my own podcast where I interview the world's most traveled people. The best thing you can do if you're trying to do this is to hold one back. So I've been saving Ireland for about 10 years to be my last country.
Yeah.
Because if you're celebrating, you want to end in a country that's going to put you in the celebratory mood.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yes.
celebrate in like Eritrea.
Okay, before we get into the pod, let's do a little top 5 action. And I have two options for you, Chaps.
Okay.
You can either do top 5 countries with the most time zones, or you can do top 5 countries with the most castles.
Ooh, I think castles is harder, so I think I'll go castles.
All right. Let's go castles. Yeah. For the time zone one, there was only one really tricky one.
France,
Yeah.
and they have the most.
Yeah.
And they have 12.
Because all of their little territories are considered part of France, and they got them all over the world.
Is it 12 or 13?
France actually has
I think it's 12.
13.
13.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do countries with the most castles.
All right, number 1, Germany.
No, that's
No.
number 3.
Okay. This is
yeah.
total number of castles?
Yeah, this is total number of castles. And
Okay.
yeah, I did find one list that's slightly different than this, but then I found this same exact list on a few different websites. So
On this particular list, is the UK divided? Or is it or is it
no, I
one?
think it's considered one.
the UK?
Yeah, the UK is number 5 on this list with 1,500
All right.
castles. So maybe this list is going off. It's got to be like an officially like registered castle or something with the Historic Society. I don't know.
Okay, France.
France is number 1.
All
Wow,
right.
France is wait, this is nuts because like United Kingdom 1,500, France they're saying 45,000.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
that is insane.
And then I think per capita, I thought Belgium like is
Yeah, maybe if it was per capita, but on this list, Belgium's number 7.
all right. So is there any outside of Europe?
On this top 10 list, there's just one, but there's none in the top 5.
Outside of Europe? Okay. What about let's go Austria.
Nope, Austria's not even on the top 10.
Okay. Let's see who else would have some castles. Let's go Spain.
So Spain is 6 on this list, but on the other list, Spain was 5, but
All
it's
right.
number 6 here.
Let's go.
They do have some great castles.
Switzerland.
No, Switzerland's
No.
not in the top 10.
What about Poland?
No, that's a good guess. Poland's got some sneaky good castles, but not on this list.
Or is it all in the same area of Europe?
Not necessarily. Think about the Renaissance.
Italy?
Italy, number 2 with 20,000. I think Italy was getting invaded so much that, they started probably once the Roman Empire collapsed, they started building a bunch of castles there.
So what do we got? We got
So we got France number 1, Italy number 2, and the United Kingdom number 5.
okay. So I need 2 more.
Yeah, so you just need 3 and 4. Number 4 is I was kind of shocked by number 4. Number 4 recently changed its name.
Oh, Czech Republic.
Czechia.
Yeah.
Czechia, yeah. So that's the Czech Republic is what they call Bohemia, right?
Okay. So then are we going to go with Bosnia and Herzegovina?
No, this one's more you would think it. This one makes sense.
Slovenia?
No, the very big country in Europe.
Very big country in Europe.
Some would say the biggest.
Oh, Ukraine?
No,
Russia?
population-wise,
Oh, Germany?
Germany.
Oh, I thought I said Germany already, but I did not.
I think maybe you did. But France and Italy, number 1 and 2 by a huge margin. And then it goes way down. This it seems absurd, though, because it goes 45,000 in France, 20,000 in Italy, and then 3,000 in Germany. That seems like
they're getting shortchanged, and Germany's massive.
Yeah, that's crazy. Top 5 countries. like that. Those stats don't even seem right. But it was a.
The guy
Why
that
would
brings them, it's like
Why would it drop
his
from
own
that
list
much?
is under protest.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why. That's a huge drop.
the order is right, but that's a
It's like a 90% drop.
enormous drop.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Germany and France, they were part of the same empire back in the day. Charlemagne's empire,
Yeah,
the Holy Roman Empire,
the god. They
the
say.
OG, Charlemagne the God. Yeah,
Come on
That's-
the pod, Charlemagne.
that's why it was holy.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the actual podcast. Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Drop a Pin. Today, me and Chaps are going to be talking about some of the spots still very high on our bucket list that we would like to travel to, either as like a Drop a Pin content series, or I know for like Chaps' show that he's doing, No Objectives. And then we have Miresh come on to discuss one of the spots very high on my bucket list. I mean, I don't think I need to like keep it a secret, Peru. And we end the pod with having on our guy Gaz. No, not Barstool sales guy. Gaz, who's been running the Extraordinary Travel Festival for a few years. He does them all over the world, and he's doing one in Bangkok. And he has invited us out there to Bangkok in October. Chaps has already booked his ticket.
Yep.
Yep.
Looked at this weekend.
Yeah, Chaps is going to be hosting some trivia out there.
Yeah,
and,
I'm pumped because I'm taking Air Nippon too.
Nippon Airways. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does that airline hold a special place in your heart?
It does because it has the largest legroom of any major airline.
Really?
So they, like United, for example, is 30, 31 inches. They're up to 34.
Okay, let's go.
And even like basic economy has the footrest that you could put your feet out on.
All right. I must be thinking of, there's like a Japanese airline called like Anna Airline or something.
That's the same thing.
Same, because I had a bad experience on one of those flights.
Did you really? I've flown it several times and I absolutely have loved it every time. The food's better.
Yeah, no, I think I've had a good experience too. But when I was flying back from China back in like 2023 or something, I went to recline my seat. The seat didn't recline, but the bottom of your seat would like go out a little bit.
Slushes out. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you weren't actually like able to recline. You could just push your butt out.
That is the flight or the airline that put my guns and dog in a different area.
Okay.
But I forgive them.
But that's sweet that you're going to have a chance to go to Thailand. I'm going to try to get out there too. I know it is when the Pats are coming to Chicago to play the Bears, and I was going to have a couple friends come out for that game. But, I don't know. This is also kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. It'll be fun. So with that, today we're going to be talking about our top 5 favorite places that we're going to go. I'm going to one that was on my bucket list, and I was there, I guess, last week at this point.
Wait, you're going to
Greenland.
a spot?
The Greenland.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, you will have just be getting back from Greenland when this podcast drops.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to talk a little bit more about what you will be doing in Greenland, and then we can recap it when you're back. On a slightly more serious note, I do just want to say a couple words about Nims. Nims Dai, he was the guy who allowed me to join one of his expeditions to Everest Base Camp, maybe back in 2022. A very famous Nepalese mountaineer. I think the first guy to like climb the 14 tallest peaks in the world in just like under a year, I think. And it was turned into a documentary on Netflix, 14 Peaks. Last week, he was taking a group of people up Broad Peak, which I think is in Pakistan. And to get from like base camp 2 to 3 or something, you have to like cross the face of the mountain. There was a big avalanche, and him and I think 9 other hikers all lost their lives. Wow. So rest in peace, Nims. The hospitality and expertise shown by him and his team to me on that trip up to Everest Base Camp made it like just a life-changing experience. Most people, if you're hiking Everest Base Camp, you're not allowed to stay up at the base camp. You just hike there, and then you have to turn around. But because I was with Nims and the expedition he was running, like he just let me stay at his camp for like 4 or 5 nights just to see what life is like up there, and it was just like incredible experience.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a when you're doing that type of mountaineering, just the one tiny little thing goes wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And largely unpredictable.
Yeah. and he was going back. It was like he had already set a bunch of records, and I think he was trying to do all the tallest mountains in the world twice without using oxygen at all. Like he never even like uses supplementary oxygen. I think we talked about him in our Nepal episode, but yeah, super sad. So rest in peace, and I'm thinking about his team right now.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, without let's now transition into, so you're going to Greenland.
Yep.
And was Greenland on your bucket list, or was it a type of spot where you're like, oh, you know what? They have direct flights from the U.S.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking for a place to go. I wanted to do another trip this year, and the mileage points for United just worked out. It cost me like 40,000 points or something like that. Like not much at all.
No, not
when it
at
normally,
all.
I think White Sox Dave's going too, and it was like an $1,800 flight for him. So I got it for relatively super cheap.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to go to a place like that, whether that be like northern Norway or Iceland or Greenland or something like Baffin Island.
Yes.
Like I've always wanted to go to a place like that, and this just seemed like a cool spot that not a lot of people have really gone to. Greenland?
No. Like if you had gone to Iceland's a very cool spot. It is a place many people have been to now.
And that's a super easy place to get to. Iceland's like $500, $600, depending on what time of year you go. You can go there pretty easily. But Greenland, like up until 2 years ago, they would only get like 30,000, 40,000 travelers a year. So not much. And it's relatively easy to get to. It's a 4.5-hour flight from Newark. Going when I should be able to see some pretty sick northern lights, which would be
sick.
Which would be great. Like the forecast looks pretty good for them.
Oh, nice.
For a couple of nights, and we're standing like right on the water that overlooks this little mountain range that's there outside of Nook. I'm so pumped to do it. So Greenland would have been in my top 5.
Yeah,
but it's not in my top 5 now. Dave and I are doing like a 10-hour boat cruise through the Arctic waters. One day, just going sightseeing. Apparently, it's a great time of year to go because a lot of the glaciers are like melting off, like in the summertime. So there's a lot more waterfalls that we'll see.
Okay.
There's apparently a couple places that we can like jump in the water and actually get in the Arctic, which will be dope.
That will be sick. Hey, if you want to film a hippo mode review, I know that's my thing, but if you want to do an Arctic Ocean hippo mode review, feel free.
I feel like I almost have to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so Dave was like, well, let's jump in every day. Like,
like wake up in the morning and run?
I'm like,
I don't know if you're going to be
let's see what it's like, dude. I think the water's supposed to be like 44 or something like that when we're there.
Okay.
So it should be very cold. But yeah, Greenland would have been number 1 on my list. I don't know if number 1, but it would have been on the top 5 for sure.
Yes. Are there going to be some whales up there?
Yeah. So apparently it's a great time of year to go whales. I found this grocery store where you can get caribou and reindeer and beluga whale, and you can even buy like narwhal out of the freezer.
Wait, you can get beluga whale too?
You can get beluga whale and narwhal. Yeah.
That'd
they
be
just have like narwhal steaks.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to bring back jerky for people to try around the office.
Yeah, if they got beluga jerky, I would try that. I would
see what Chef Donnie can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, Baby Beluga is my son's favorite song right now. But
it's a banger.
Yeah, it is. I know all the lyrics. It's such a banger. But I would also try some beluga jerky. Are you guys staying in a hotel or an Airbnb? Or?
It's a hostel, like hostel/hotel. So it's like we're staying in a room that has 2 twin beds in it.
Okay.
That there's like no frills or whatever, but there is like a guy who worked at like a Michelin star restaurant that's the chef at the hotel that we're staying at.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll like do muskox burgers, for example, and that's a really popular protein there.
Yeah.
And he makes it like in an elevated way. So I'm looking forward, maybe try to sweet talk him into letting us go into the kitchen and see how we prepare some muskox burgers.
Yeah. Or you bring him like a beluga steak and be like, hey,
yeah. And then we're doing deep sea fishing one day.
Nice.
Where we're going to come back and they cook what you catch on the boat, and then you grab a big chunk of ice from the water and they chop that up, and that's what they put in your whiskey to cool it down. So you have like on the rocks with it's like a 1,000,000-year-old cocktail.
That's going to be awesome. Yeah, you're right, because that ice goes.
Yeah.
Ice goes. It's been around for a while.
Should be awesome.
Yeah, and so Nuuk, is it Nook or Nuuk? Nook. That's the capital, and it's only 20,000 or something.
Yeah,
right?
22,000 people live there, and they've actually had a population boom in the last like 4 or 5 years. It was under 17, 18,000 for a long time. There's only 55,000 people that live in Greenland as a whole, and it's 2.5 times the size of Texas.
Yeah.
With a 2-mile thick ice sheet in the middle. 80% of it is ice.
And this is probably the most like happening time of the year there. I assume like it's pretty dark and depressing in the winter, and like when they finally get almost 24-hour sunlight, is it still going to be like that? Like,
it's the sun sets there right now. I think 1:30 in the morning is when the sun sets, and then it rises again at like 4 a.m. Let me look it up.
That sounds about right. But I'd assume the small population that they have there will be like pretty active trying to maximize time outdoors because they spend so much time indoors during the winter.
Sunset's 1:15 this morning, and sunrise is at 5:45. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And I mean, pretty good weather. Like, there'll be highs of 53. Wednesday, it'll be sunny and 57 with the low in the 40s. So, I'm sure it'll be a little colder out on the water, but it should be really nice. But yeah, you'll hear a lot more about Greenland when me and old White Sox Dave get back, and we're going to do like a full vlog for that too, so be looking for that. Are you ready for my top 5 list?
Yeah, you're going to break down the full top 5?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Number 1, this place is absolutely beautiful, and I really only noticed how beautiful it was in the last year, and that's Oman. The first place I want you to look up, Sam, is called the Norway of Arabia. Look at this little waterway. Like, it is...
The Norway of Arabia. Hold up. If you go back, I saw one photo that I think... what's that one that's... I can't really...
Put Oman at the end, yeah. Yes. Yes. That is real. Isn't that insane, dude? Like, it looks fake. Like, that picture, it's called the Musadam Peninsula. Mm-hmm. Type in that, Sam. Musandam. Right there, peninsula.
Oh, right in the Strait of Hormuz.
Isn't that unbelievably beautiful?
It's like Arabian fjords.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think a couple of the travel vlogs that I've seen from Oman, like they'll do a day on a boat and like, it just looks like beautiful blue water. They're jumping off the boat. They're going for swims. Mm-hmm. It looks like just an all around great time.
It looks like if you were going to make a fantasy book that involved pirates.
Yeah, like that would be one of the pirate coves.
Yeah, that's where they would go, to an area that looked like that. Put in Wadi Shab. Wadi.
I've heard of this too.
Shab. Look at that shit, dude.
Now, is that on the coast? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like another just inlet. It almost, is this on the coast or is that like a lake?
It's I think it's on the coast.
Wadi Shab. Yeah, maybe that, dude.
But it kind of gives you a little bit more tropical Grand Canyon vibes, I would say.
Yeah. Actually,
like, because there's areas in...
It actually reminds me a lot of like the Havasupai, like Havasu Falls area where me and Biz hiked.
Yep. And then type in the Green Mountain, Oman. Just the amount of beautiful places in Oman, I have been blown away with.
Yeah, people don't think too much of greenery when you're talking the Middle East, especially the Arabian Peninsula. But Oman's got like a bunch of different climates in a small country.
And they do that steppe farming almost like they do in China.
Oh, yeah. Like all that rice farming that you'll see in Vietnam and southern China. They can do out here. Yeah, you'll have to throw in a bunch of photos. Like areas of the country are surprisingly green, surprisingly a little more temperate than Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it's a big like destination in the middle of the summer in the Middle East when it like so much of that region is just brutal.
Yeah, it just looks beautiful. And the last look up the Sultan's Grand Mosque in Oman, and that's a site that I would love to go see. It just looks so unbelievable and ornate. Look at that place. Like the inside, like the big chandeliers.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, any of the huge mosques over there are going to be really, really nice and beautiful. But this one is, they've just spent so much money on it.
I think Oman's the type of place, too, where in the capital city, it's like all of the buildings are white. I don't know if it's like a rule there, like it is in Turkmenistan, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does. It's probably just because that's where you can, the natural sourcing of stone from there, too.
Yeah, or there's something about white buildings keep it like cooler.
Cooler, maybe.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like maybe a black building, I think, definitely creates more heat.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Number 1 on my list, Oman. If you're going to Oman and you want somebody to come with you, let me know, because I would love to go there sometime in the next year. I think that would be great. Julio and I have actually talked about going.
Nice.
Which would be a fun trip.
Yes.
All right, number 2 on mine, I want to do the Scotland bed and breakfast tour, the end-to-end hiking. I want to go through, like, Edinburgh.
The Highlands?
Yeah, I want to go...
Okay, what are you talking about? So, all right, no, just this overall Scotland bed and breakfast tour. All right, yes. So, Edinburgh, I've been to Edinburgh and Glasgow. I haven't gone north of that. The Scottish Highlands do look absolutely beautiful.
I would like to do the Highlands.
But Edinburgh, you gotta, I mean, I don't know how to say it right. It's like Edinburgh, like the correct pronunciation is like Edinburgh.
Yeah.
But it is, it's a majestic, it's a beautiful city. They have tons of Harry Potter tourism because I guess it was like it did inspire J.K. Rowling's a lot. But it's a beautiful city, giant castle that's kind of perched on this big rock right in the middle of it, and it's kind of built. There are some really like steep streets that you don't think about either because it's kind of like built on this. It's got an interesting topography. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, saying. I mean, all the different landscapes from northern Scotland just look amazing, and you almost always get cool enough weather for you to go hiking and be comfortable up there. You're not going to have 100-degree days or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be really nice. So Scotland's little end to end is where I would want to go. Next up would be New Zealand. I don't care where. I just want to go to New Zealand. I just think the whole country is gorgeous.
Scotland's interesting too because it's so far north, but like it doesn't get as cold as here.
Yeah.
Like not even close. But yeah, New Zealand, the adventure sport capital of the world, or just maybe one of the adventure capitals of the world, I'd say.
Every square inch of it just looks amazing.
Yeah. The Scottish Tourism Board reached out to us a while ago, so I should follow up with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
A little disappointed you didn't first.
Yeah. You're like, what the hell? I didn't leave them on red. I did respond to something. I gotta follow up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, New Zealand, I think if I was down there, I would just I'd want to hike. I'd want to eat. I know Francis just got back from there. I think he played a lot of golf down there.
A lot of golf down there, yeah.
You haven't been golfing recently because of your back, right?
Correct.
Do you see yourself golfing in the next 5 years? Like, is it a fixable problem? Because you used to be a big golf guy. I am not. I was flirting with the idea of becoming a golf guy, but
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
Like, it just not enjoyable, like with the back pain and everything, so I just don't do it anymore. It's fine. Number 4, I just want to go explore Patagonia.
Yes.
Like, just the whole region. I can't decide if I want to go to the Chile side or southern Argentina, so I think I just say Patagonia as a whole.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's on my list as well.
And then 5, Lake Atitlán in Guatemala.
Lake Atitlán, I still really want to go. Ari Shaffir didn't, so Ari Shaffir's been like twice. He didn't have the nicest things to say about it. So he went to that town. The one time we had Ari Shaffir on, we played this TikTok, and it was this like retreat in the town, and it looked very cringeworthy. And so Ari actually went there the last time he was there. And he was like, yeah, I went to that stupid town on Atitlán. He goes, I did meet the coolest person I might have ever met, a Somali jazz musician. And he called all the people at that retreat pseudo-spiritual narcissists.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. I would want to just go, like, not necessarily to talk to other people, but I feel like that's the kind of place, if you were going to go write a book or something.
Yes.
I think you get like an Airbnb or a nice place there overlooking that volcano and the lake, and you're happy.
Yeah. And so I was like, I mean, I've every photo I see just looks beautiful, a giant volcanic lake. So I told him, I was like, I got to get down there. He goes, you really don't. It's so gross. There is my favorite hostel there on the other side, though. You just got to stay away from the riches. What do you think he means when he says you got to stay away from the riches? I
feel like just super touristy. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
But no, so that's the thing about this lake is that there's villages all around it. Each village has a completely different vibe. So if like one town you don't like the vibe there, you just move to
pick up your stuff and go
another town. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 5.
Love that. I don't have like official top 5. I think we're gonna more dive deeper into the number 1 spot on my list, but Patagonia and Lake Adelon would crack my top 5 as well. 2 other honorable mentions, though, I'll get into. It's more about an event that I would like to do content about at some point in the next couple of years, and it's this like village basketball league in China. Look up the Cunba or the Cunba. It's Cunba. It's this village. Yeah, the Cunba. So it attracts around 5,000 people to very rural China, all the way in Guizhou, China, which is one of the poorest provinces in China, but it's also got some of the most natural beauty, and it's like the most kind of like rural, least touristy. And I don't know how this blew up, but they started like a league and just a village in Guizhou, the poorest province in China. And like now it just attracts these like enormous crowds. It becomes a big party. And like, I think like my Shanghai Sharks jersey, my Shanghai Sharks series has kind of come to an end. But I think just the village basketball league would be fascinating. Just kind of like to do one of those like mini 20 to 40 minute documentaries I've done in the past and to learn more about it. But search just Guizhou like scenery, because I think it's like also just looks like a beautiful province. Like I've always spent most of my time in China in the major cities where you don't have like
whoa.
Yeah, that looks to be like that looks like it's Guilin Yangshuo, which is crazy beautiful. But yeah, Guizhou has got Guizhou's got some gems there.
That's amazing. It's another place that looks like Fantasyland. Like that doesn't look like a real place. That looks like a scene that they take the helicopter over in Avatar.
Oh, well, look up the Chinese Avatar Mountains. That's another spot I never made it to while in China, but I'm not going to have you try to spell it because it's like Guangjiajie. But yeah, yeah, they've got the real Avatar Mountains.
Wow.
And I do still have a Chinese visa for the next like 7 years or so. So Chaps, if you did ever want to explore China, I'd be happy to be your tour guide.
Yeah, I told KB that if we ever get to 1 million subscribers that we should go to Chongqing.
Chongqing?
Yeah.
We can go to Chongqing before 1 million subscriers.
Okay.
We can go there a while before. I would love to. When I went to Chongqing, I was there for maybe 2 days. It was, it was a whirlwind. That's when like I tried to work there. The only reason we went to Chongqing is because there was a place there that I saw called Boston Donuts, and it was like a Dunkin' Donuts ripoff. And I was like, I'm going to show up and just pretend that I work there and pretend like I'm like managing this place. And so we showed up, and I got behind the counter and was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm wearing a Celtics jersey. And we filmed a vlog about it. I think it's called Donnie Does Dunkin' Donuts. But I didn't get to fully explore. The food there is incredible. So yeah, I would like to, while I have this Chinese visa, I would be honored to show you around China a little bit if you're ever trying to get there.
I am totally down.
Okay. They also their tourism went down so much over COVID that now they've made it easier for like foreigners to get a Chinese tourist visa.
Cool.
So yeah. And then the last spot before we get into talking about Peru with Miresh is Palau. Palau. I got intrigued by this because I was seeing someone who's been to every country in the world, and they were asking me questions like, all right, these 2 countries, what would you rather go back to? And like it kept on going until he got to Palau, and Palau was winning just round after round. I said it was one of the most beautiful,
it looks amazing,
most beautiful tropical destinations he ever went to. I think they were only talking about all of the islands in the world, so they kept on comparing this with other islands, and this was just beating every beautiful island.
Also, speaking of, we've talked a lot about Kiribati and how we learned how to pronounce it. But did you know the book, The Sex Lives of Cannibals, is about there?
Yes, yeah.
And I was reading it, and he was putting into perspective how just vast it is. And we've talked about it some, how it goes from Oregon out past the Carolinas and then up into Ontario.
Yes.
How spread out it is. It's got the population and the landmass of Baltimore. So it's basically Baltimore divided into 33 islands and spread out over that area.
Across the
United States and Canada.
That's great. And I think in that book, does he talk about how they travel from island to island?
Yeah, he said that they don't really.
Okay.
It's primarily little boats that they'll take every now and then, but it's so far. They don't have a lot of money. It's right on the equator, so it's hot as balls all the time. Everything that they get there, so all the electronics don't work for a long period of time because it's so salty. The air is so salty that things just don't last. It seemed like a fascinating way to live. I highly recommend that book, The Sex Lives of Cannibals. I read it this weekend. It was great.
There's a part of the book where he talks about they boil a lot of their meat, right, or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of boiling that goes along.
It didn't seem like he enjoyed the food out there.
No.
Okay.
No, it seems like nobody does. It seems like nobody enjoys much of anything out there.
Right.
And he it goes into great detail about the nuclear and hydrogen atomic testing that took place on all those atolls out there, because that's where because they're so remote, that's where a lot of that happened. And he goes into some of the different mutations of life out there, whether that be water, even trees have mutated because of the things that United States, the weapons testing had done.
Damn. Yeah, so they got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, weird fish swimming around places that they're oh, don't touch that one. That one's definitely nuclear.
So even the seafood, you're oh, sweet, this tropical island in middle of nowhere, the freshest seafood ever. They're no, that's radioactive.
But they eat the shit out of fish. Guess what? The average person from Kiribati, how many pounds of fish they eat a year?
400.
That's exactly right. 400 pounds.
Let's go.
400 pounds of fish a year. More than a pound of fish a day. That's a lot of fish.
That is a lot of fish.
Because you go to a restaurant, you get a fillet of salmon that's 8 ounces.
Yeah. Sydney Wells, she asked me for a video to rank my top 5 favorite fish, and not shellfish, just actual fish. And I feel besides maybe salmon and tuna, the flavor of fish doesn't differ a ton. I feel it's all about how you prepare it. Because you can have
it's like shrimp,
Yeah. So that was hard for me to rank. I mean, salmon definitely has its own unique taste, and tuna probably does too. But then all the other fish kind of blend in together. But it's if it's prepared really well, I'm gonna love it. If it's not prepared well, I'm not gonna like it.
I'm a huge grouper guy.
Grouper, yeah, I think grouper probably is a top 5 flavor fish.
Grouper, my favorite. On the beach, going to a restaurant at 2:00 in the afternoon to get a nice little Corona with a lime, a grouper sandwich, blackened grouper sandwich.
Yeah.
With some coleslaw on the top and a nice little heirloom tomato. Perfect.
Now Jacksonville is not really what you think of when you're thinking of Florida seafood, but is it a good seafood city, you'd say?
Very.
Because it still is on the coast.
Very.
Yeah. Okay.
Mayport shrimp is from there. It's some of the best shrimp that you can find around. There's all kinds of great seafood, red snappers everywhere in Jacksonville.
And there's that big inner harbor, sort of
the
intercoastal
waterway. Yeah.
Yeah. Do people really fish in there, or they go out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next up, we're going to talk about the number 1 spot on my list, Peru. Just because of the natural scenery, the cuisine, and the history. Love the Incas. Love learning about the Incas. And Miresh just got back from there, so we're going to have him on just to get a first-person perspective of what it was like down there. This episode of Drop a Pin is brought to you by Blue Chew. Make everyday hump day with Blue Chew Gold. Is your girl giving you the look? Well, be ready when she is with Blue Chew Gold's arousal boosting formula. That's right. I said arousal boosting. That means Blue Chew Gold gets both heads in the game, your top head and your bottom head. Blue Chew Gold is better sex in a tablet. They combine 4 ingredients into one powerful solution. 2 ingredients get you hard physically, and 2 support arousal and desire in the brain. It works fast and lasts. Guys, have a complete experience in the bedroom with Blue Chew Gold. And there's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better sex. So experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code DROP. That's promo code DROP. You'll also receive an additional 10% off plus free overnight shipping on your first order. So visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the pod and the bedroom. This pod is also brought to you by Shady Rays. Quick question. How are my Shady Rays basically the same quality as the $200 sunglasses I used to buy? And I'm not exaggerating. They feel every bit as premium as the expensive brands I've owned. Meanwhile, I'm wearing Shady Rays to the lake, on the boat, at the game, on the job site, because if you drop them in the ocean, they replace them. Knock them off the dock, they replace them. Sit on them day one, they replace them. And they're actually premium with polarized lenses that cut glare hard and super clear optics. So, what we need you to do is go to ShadyRays.com because we have teamed up with Shady Rays to offer you an exclusive offer. If you use code PIN, that's PIN, you can get 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. So try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. And I mean, the only reason I'm not completely broke because I break and lose shades all the time. And if I was buying like a $300 pair, I would be in serious debt. But nope, Shady Rays just sends me a new pair. Drop a Pin's also brought to you by Cash App. And if you weren't up to speed already, Cash App is way more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock a ton of perks without all the hidden fees that a lot of other cards have. You can enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales, such as Kendrick Lamar and Sabrina Carpenter, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. You just add your card to your digital wallet, and it makes your money move much easier. So Cash App also adds security to your money by declining suspicious card transactions and sending you a notification to make sure the payment is really you. And if your card is ever lost or stolen, you can lock it with just one tap right in the app. Spend with confidence with the Cash App card today, and new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code CASHAPP10 in their profile at sign up, and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash Apps. The banking services are provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa debit flex cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank N.A., pursuant to a license from Visa USA Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton prepaid card, Sutton Deb Flex card, and Bancorp Debit Flex card, Cash App Green Feature, savings, direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Okay, so on the pod, I mentioned that Peru is one of the, probably the #1 spot on my bucket list still. I mentioned that in the past and still haven't made it there. But Miresh just went there over the 4th of July. So, we got the most American. Hey, it is America, as like our fans have pointed out.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, all of it. Like if you say you're American, they want us to like point out that we're actually United States American.
Yeah, so they like, I guess
they claim
Spanish,
to be American too.
USOian makes sense in Spanish, like the way that they conjugate
Estados
words.
Unidos.
Yeah, but they call us USOians is what they say, and they say that Americans
USOians?
Yeah, it looks
Sounds like
ridiculous.
That is
like an
not
Outcast
something
song.
that.
Look it up, Sammy.
No one calls us
USIONS is what they say. Yeah.
USOians.
It says it's a mobile communication media
Okay.
app platform.
Well, that's not it. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what they say, and I said that's preposterous. I'm willing to bend and do a lot of things, but we're still probably just going to refer to
Bend
ourselves
and
as
do a lot of
Americans.
things.
Yeah. But you went down to Peru, and is that a spot that you had wanted to go for years?
Yeah, so my fiance and I, like, that's like one of our favorite things to do, travel. So like since we met, like I think 4 months into dating, we went to like London, Paris. That was her first time in that part of Europe. She did semester at sea, so she did a lot of Asia and Africa, and so we both had.
Just to preface, have you ever heard of that, chaps?
What?
Semester at sea? Oh, it's insane. So, like, a lot of people go abroad in college. This is an abroad program, but you're on a boat and you travel around the entire globe, and you take classes on the boat, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like classes.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
Watching movies most days.
That's so sick.
And
Yeah.
you stop in
like a
ports.
full semester?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like she
a
lives
full
on like
semester
it's
at
like an
sea.
old German cruise liner, I think is what they like were on, and they just live on that. They go into towns, harbor, and then the kids can get off the boat. They can either stay on the boat at night to like save money, or obviously if you're doing on a semester at sea, parents probably got a little bit of cash.
Right.
So they're like going and staying in hotels, running amok through the city, and then they just get back on the boat, go to the next city.
And
That's
yeah,
I want to do that.
dude, it was, I mean, I haven't done it, but when I was staying in Shanghai, my friend's younger brother was doing it, and he hit me up. He was like, yeah, my brother's boat is pulling into port in Shanghai. Can you show him around?
Yeah.
So I took him out for the night. He got like absolutely hammered and almost missed the boat the following morning.
What do you think the percentage of people that get back on the boat when that trip's done with an STD? Got to be high, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of kids that get in trouble. I think on her program, some kids like got in some trouble at like a concert or something. They were doing some bad stuff, and like they just like are straight up like, you're not allowed back on the boat. You got to figure out how you're getting home to America from here.
Jeez.
On my friend's younger brother's boat, someone passed away. They
You
docked
just
in.
one up Miresh in a big way.
Well, yeah, but no one.
Well, on my fiance's.
There's actually a serial killer.
Yeah, they were being hunted. But they pulled into port in Vietnam, and then they left port. And like the night after they left Vietnam, one of the kids didn't wake up, and I don't really know if they got to the bottom of it, but they think maybe he had done a drug in Vietnam that had like a deadly consequence.
Damn.
But no, it sounds great, and it honestly, college and
It sounds great.
transition. Other than that, it sounds great. I know one other person who did it, and college and university in the U.S. is so expensive that if you're going to a private college in the U.S., it might even be cheaper to do.
Yeah,
a
because it's not like
semester at
sanctioned
sea.
through the school. It's like a separate program that you have to apply into and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, because she's done a lot of Asia, I would love to do more of Asia. But basically, we were like, let's go to South America. That's kind of the next thing. We did Africa a couple years ago. So we were like, that's the next place. Like neither of us have really explored. And so we were looking at flights. We're like, maybe Brazil. I always wanted to go to Rio. I want to see like all of it.
Copacabana.
Yeah, but the flights to Peru were a little bit cheaper. And so we were like, let's do it.
You can get them from Chicago to Peru for like $600, $500.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I will say this, sneaky like travel hack going down to South America, same time zone.
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
we just no jet lag.
Yeah.
8 hours you're there. It's like you can go to Hawaii, have a crazy time difference, or you go to Peru, same time zone.
Yep.
Did you have a layover, or did they have some direct flights?
Yeah, so we laid over in Panama, which was great. It was pretty quick and easy. I guess Panama, similar to Istanbul, has like a tourism thing going on. So you could do like a stop over there, get off the plane, have like a fully paid for hotel to go explore Panama City, go back to the airport, and then go to wherever you want in South America. I think that's through Copa Airlines.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Copa's nice. It's basically old United.
It was actually nicer United than like some of the like domestic United flights we get out of Chicago. So it was a fine flight.
Yeah, totally fine.
Nice way to break up the 8 hours, get down there, and then we flew into Lima.
Okay. Yep, and Lima's the city on the coast.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It's like Malibu, kind of, like I was telling you. It's like you're on a cliff looking down. The highway is what's like right along the water. But like where you are, and like we stayed in the Miraflores area, and you're just looking down. There's surfers every day. Very beautiful.
And that's the city in Peru that's most famous for ceviche?
I believe so. I can't like say that like 100%, but like everywhere had ceviche. It was just, the seafood was amazing.
Yeah, that's like a big reason why I'd love to get down there.
Yeah, I think there's like two
so
restaurants, La Mar, and there's another restaurant, I can't remember the name of it, but my taxi driver had recommended it. They're like the two main like ceviche houses down there that people, like all the tourists really kind of go to. We picked La Mar. You probably pick any of the like smaller places and you have just as good of a meal. But this place, like, we had these like beautiful scallops. The ceviche was, I was just trying
good scallops,
so many
hard to beat.
Yeah, the tigre or leche de tigre is what they like, is a sauce that they kind of cook the fish in, right? With like the lime juice, and then there's a piece of fish and all that, and the acidity kind of cooks it. That was one of the best things I've ever tasted in my entire life. Like the different ones at different restaurants, it was amazing.
Leche de tigre is a great name too.
I know, it sounds
tiger
sick.
milk.
Yeah.
And that's just like their coconut and lime.
Yeah, I think it's coconut, lime, and I think they take a piece of fish and like blend it up in there as well.
Yeah, and then just the acids cook it.
I can send these to Sam to put in the pod, but like this was like one is called a tiradito, so it was more of like almost like a sashimi type of thing instead of like chopped fish.
Yeah.
And then this was at Lamar, just like big hunks of fish in there too. Really good. The scallops were
Everything super fresh.
so good. Yeah. I had octopus. That was really good.
Octopus probably my number one favorite protein to eat right now.
Really?
You're going through a big puss stage?
Yeah, I love eating
Big
puss.
puss
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
suck that down.
rarely had bad puss.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of the things you can mess up pretty quickly because it
Oh,
can get
if you
super rubbery.
Yeah,
right?
if you overcook it, it's same thing as scallops.
I've never tried to cook it myself. Have you ever cooked your own puss?
Yeah, I've cooked my own puss.
Apparently you're supposed to like freezing it actually helps it. Like if you freeze the puss and then cook it later, it makes it more tender.
Honestly, the best way to do that is sous vide.
Okay. Sous vide.
Honestly, like
I even had canned puss one time and it was pretty good.
ooh.
To each his own.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to be as good as fresh puss, but
I know this isn't a
it was not a bad snack.
I know this isn't a cooking show, but like,
Yes.
sous vide's like kind of like the cheat code for cooking.
Oh,
you won't
big
mess
time.
up food ever again.
No, like
get
if
one of
you
those.
need to cook the perfect steak, that's the best way to do it.
chicken breast, like
Yep.
not dry.
Yep.
It's a cheat
pork
code.
tenderloin.
Like, why haven't we been doing it this way the whole
Right,
time?
and it's so easy.
Yeah.
You can even make like eggs in the sous vide, and then you get like the perfectly like soft, medium boiled,
Yep.
where like the yolk's almost like
It
a
takes
jam.
longer to do the eggs for sure,
Yeah.
but if you aren't a very good cook, that's a good way to get started.
Mm-hmm. I had cow tongue that had been in the sous vide for like 48 hours once, and tongue can be like a really tough meat, but it just like melted in your mouth.
Lingua.
Yeah, that's the best part about it is it renders it all. Well, it's kind of like how smoking like will render the fat in like a pork butt or something like that. That's essentially what sous vide does too as well.
But yeah, back to Peruvian food.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's really appealing to me because you've got the great food like the ceviche, but
Yeah.
you've also got some weird food, which would be good for the type of content that I do. Like
Yeah, the guinea pig.
Yes.
I think it's called koi.
koi, yes, CUY.
They're everywhere. Everywhere. Full guinea pigs. They are very proud. No one's like hiding it. It's not like taboo. It is very, very prominent everywhere. Not just in Lima, like as we went to Cusco and deeper into like Aguas Calientes towards Machu Picchu. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I like had read on Reddit and seen on TikTok some like horror stories of people getting like food poisoning because your body's just not used to eating it. I don't think it's like anything to do with that, but it's just I wasn't trying to introduce a completely new protein into my body right before I was going to be at like very high altitude
Right.
and then be at Machu Picchu. Didn't want to ruin the trip, so I stayed away.
Yeah.
But
No,
they
that's
also have
You
like
wanted to see the ruins, not ruin it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They also have like really good roast chicken, pollo la brasa. Everyone, if you're a yak fan, you know lomo saltado with the fries and the rice and the steak.
Is that Peruvian or is that kind of?
I think it's got a little bit of the Japanese influence because it's like got like the rice and like all of that and the sauce with that. But there's a big Japanese influence down there.
Yeah, which is probably why it's become such like so known for its culinary scene.
Yes, the world's number one restaurant in the entire world is in Lima, Peru.
And you said that's around 500.
I think it was about without wine pairing. It was about $500.
Oh, you went?
No, I did not go.
Oh.
I couldn't swallow the idea of spending $1,000 on like a 2-person meal.
Yeah,
Right.
Before you drink, because when then you start drinking, that's like and then tip and then you're looking at a. I picked a nice restaurant for one night that ended up not being super expensive, and it's called Astrid in E Gaston, and it was the ambiance was beautiful, the food was amazing.
If we end up in Peru together, we should like spin a wheel, and one person gets to use our Twitter money to go to the nicest restaurant in the world, and the other person has to eat guinea pig on the street.
Only guinea pig.
Love it. Either way, I'll be happy. I want to try it anyway.
There's another delicacy down there that they were trying to get me to eat, which was just like a skewer of beef hearts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed away from it, but if I was just like hanging out, I would have done it, but like I didn't want to ruin Pichu.
How was your process getting in there? Because I know it can be kind of a bitch. There's multiple ways to get in there.
Machu Picchu?
Yeah, hiking, horseback, train.
Yeah, so I'm not crazy, so I didn't hike. I didn't want to do the 4-day hike.
Yeah.
Definitely probably could have if I like prepared, but like I was just like, I don't know. Technology's advanced. We got buses. We got cars.
Yeah.
Right.
So we got picked up in Cusco at like 5 a.m. You take like a 3-4 hour car ride to a town, and then you get on a train. You take the train another like 3 hours, maybe 2 hours, and then you're in Aguas Calientes, so you're at like the base of Machu Picchu, and then you take a bus from there all the way.
I've heard that town is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Aguas
it's very cool. A
Calientes?
lot of hot springs.
Okay.
So like after you're done with Machu Picchu, if your like train home isn't for a few hours, there's like restaurants and stuff you could eat, shop, but then there's like hot springs you could kind of like go and explore and get in the water.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then the bus that you take from Agua Caliente.
Yeah, that one was a little. I hadn't felt like that in a bus since I was in Costa Rica. So very windy roads all the way up. People, so like you can also hike or walk up the hill to Machu Picchu instead of taking the bus if you want to save some money. But you are walking on the same road as the bus. So the bus is going, and then you'll see people out your window this close to your bus, and you're like, holy shit, we're going to hit these people.
Yeah, fuck that.
But like also to the left of the person is just like there's no rail. They could just fall off and like go down like an insane drop and just
and
die.
so could you.
Yes. So, and those bus drivers are just whipping. Like they do it all day.
Right.
So like you feel very safe knowing that they do this like 18 times a day.
Yeah.
But the whole time you're like I might die.
And then once you arrive, Machu Picchu is one of those places that you hear has gotten very touristy, and you used to be able to just like wander around the whole thing. Now there's like certain areas that they want you to kind of stay on the path.
It's like anything. Like, you know, we as humans have kind of ruined it. Like, yeah, my guide, he was in the Peruvian, he was in Air Force. So he was like jumping out of planes and stuff. So he was telling us all about it. Yeah, you used to be able to walk the whole thing. Now there's 3 different routes that you can sign up for. I think Route 1 is the highest vantage point. It's not the most ideal one. I think Route 2 is the one that people are like, it's the best shot, best picture of Machu Picchu. But you don't actually get to see much of the inside of the ruins. And we had Route 3. So basically everyone goes for 2. They pay extra money for it. People line up starting at like 4 a.m. to try and get it. We did 3. You have a lower vantage point of Machu Picchu, but you actually get to go into the ruins and see like classrooms, like where they slept, and all that kind of cool stuff.
Yeah, so you would think it was still like a worthwhile experience for you. You weren't like, oh, it was too touristy to enjoy.
No, they do a good job of like splitting it up so there's not congestion in different areas. And you have a time that you can enter and a time that you have to get out of there before the next group comes in. Mm-hmm. So they do a good job of breaking it up.
Did you have a good like weather day?
Oh, perfect, like blue day.
Because I've seen some people do that hike in for 4 days and then it's just nothing but fog. And
yeah,
that would be so depressing.
Yeah, we did. We had that happen to us in the Dolomites in Italy. It's like we did this crazy hike just to see this one view, and it was just super cloudy.
That sucks. That sucks, man.
It's not about the destination; it's about the journey.
I mean, we had a great
Disagree.
day. Yeah,
Nice Brandon Sanderson quote, though. Well, shit, man. We definitely want to go.
Yeah,
I would definitely recommend it. Not super expensive. Like, you can stay in like nicer hotels for like a very affordable price. Everybody down there was
What are
so
we talking
friendly.
about? Under 150?
Definitely not that low, but like 200, 250, like, which like in Europe you wouldn't get like a nice hotel.
Right.
So
but that's if you're trying to stay at a nice hotel. If you're trying
Yeah.
to stay at just like a
you could probably be in like a hostel for under $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned you went to an oasis, which
Oh
was like-
yeah, what's it called? Huacachina.
Huacachina, where
Yeah, so you can like go, and then there's like, it's like a it's big like
Sand dune.
and in the middle of it is like a civilization, like a town. And there's like water surrounding it, and you can like ski down the dune. You can snowboard. There's like ATVs taking you around. Definitely like a very cool thing to see visually.
Yeah, because like when I think of Peru, I think of the Andes Mountains, and then I think of like the Amazon on the other side. But they have an area where it's sand dunes.
Yeah. It's it's a full day trip from Lima, so you'll
Okay.
kind of kill a day.
Yep.
We did like 3 days in Lima, and we kind of just packed things in. But if you went to Lima for longer and spread it out, so you're not just like go the whole time, definitely a way to do it. There's also like the Rainbow Mountain, which is another big hike that people do.
Okay.
I
think you've talked about that maybe at some point.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one in Bolivia, too.
Yeah. And so there's like a bunch of day trips and excursions you can do. When you go to Cusco, everyone's just like, take it easy. Just like go eat, maybe get a massage. Like everywhere you go in Cusco, someone's trying to beg you to get a massage. It's just massage everywhere you walk. So yeah, you just like take your time to relax while you're in Cusco. But like Lima, you can get a lot of things, like a lot of day trips and go do stuff.
Nice.
And then Sam, the last thing I wanted to talk about, can you look up the Sky Lodge Adventure Suites? So I was talking to Ronnie Deutsch's friend on Saturday night, and he booked a night in one of these pods. Unfortunately, I just looked it up. They are like around like $1,100 a night. It's not cheap, but he had booked it, and so you start at the bottom of this valley, and then you get hooked up to ropes, and they kind of like pull you up. And he got within 30 feet of his pod, and he had a nervous breakdown and started crying and like was like, take me down. I'm like, I need to go down right now.
Crying.
Yeah, he just burst into tears.
I would too.
Ronnie Deutsch's friend from high school who is Peruvian and wanted to go down, and they were like, hey man, like I know you're scared right now, but you're literally like 30 feet away from your pod. Like, you're almost there. And he was like, I want to go down. And they ended up taking him down.
So do you forfeit your money?
I got to ask him about that.
Because you have to, right? Because they don't have anybody else.
Yeah, you've already.
It's not like, hey, next guy, hop in. No.
Right. There's no standby list.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does look awesome. So if you're just listening to the pod, it's these pods that are just attached to a giant cliff. And
You know what they look like? Those things that when your mom used to take you to the bank and she had to send the check to the cashier, and it was like the little clear tube, and then it goes.
Yeah,
It looks like one of those.
Was so cool as a kid.
Yeah, it looks like one of those on the side of the Andes Mountains.
This is like
pneumonic tube, something like that.
Making me think of like a lot of the travel videos I've watched about the Avatar Mountains in China, where like there's some crazy like.
Do they have pods like this in China?
I think they have some.
They might.
Yeah, they got it. It's the Chinese.
Yeah, those are awesome. I'd love to stay in one of those.
Yeah, so they'll have the actual bedroom pods, and I think the photo right there, that's like their dining room pod, and they think they have like.
So you like climb when you had to go eat. You got to go climb over to the dining room pod.
Yeah,
what's the bathroom situation?
They probably just a little hole in the bottom.
Yeah, you got to be flinging. You got to be flinging.
That little window, you stick your ass out of it, and just rip diarrhea down the mountainside.
That's probably like a top 5 piss you could take in the world.
Oh man, I'm about to shit out all these guinea pigs.
Shouldn't have had the guinea pig.
Imagine the guy who's got to carry all the food up there every day. Yeah. Oh.
I assume they have like a pulley system or something like that where they can just drag it out.
Yeah, they did it that huge rock that in Colombia that I went to. Like
they had a pulley system for that?
Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, who's bringing up all that lime juice for all those lime coconut like slushies that they make?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so Miresh was like, this is not something I would do. Is this something you would do?
Absolutely, I would,
okay, yeah. You don't have some like crazy aversion to heights? Okay. Yeah.
Well, the only time I think that heights has bothered me, like being in a helicopter doesn't bother me, like looking down. That sky bridge that we did in Grand Canyon made me feel queasy.
Well, this is like the sky bridge probably on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just looking down through something clear that you're standing on.
Here's
like, I'd rather be falling. I think I feel more natural falling than standing on glass.
Yeah. I mean, I could do this for like 15, 20, 30 minutes as long as I know it's going to end soon.
Yeah.
Sleeping there overnight.
Yeah, I don't know how you ever get really relaxed.
That's because then you're anxious for such a long period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to go up there and have like a nice dinner. Like having a dinner, watching the sunset up there would be awesome. But also, once the sun sets, I don't want to be involved with pulleys at nighttime.
Yeah.
No, that's none of my business. What's going on at nighttime on that hillside?
Yeah. I think once the sun goes down, you just stay in your pod and don't.
Yeah, they probably got some pisco sours ready for you to drink there.
Like I don't want
maybe a sandwich. I don't think you're getting anything like extensively made.
I just want just a regular turkey sandwich.
Okay, I think you could get that there.
Yeah. That looks awesome.
But if they have like a bar pod, I don't want to go and get hammered on pisco sours and then be like, okay, now I gotta like.
I don't know. You say that, but I feel like if you were there in the moment and you knew there was a bar pod a couple pulleys away, you're probably getting over to that bar pod.
I'm getting dragged home. I don't know, by like one of the guys. But
if you're having some intimate times with your significant other, you got to do it gently up there.
I'm actually seeing.
Oh yeah, you're not. You ain't fucking up there.
Yeah.
You can fuck up there once you're.
No way.
Once you're in your pod, it looks like the pod's a nice bed.
If you're both 95 pounds, you can fuck.
Yeah. And if you do, I feel like no matter what, you got to go condom because you can't. That's not a free release area.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't. Where's she gonna waddle off to?
Oh my god!
What? She can use a tissue and just wipe it up.
Wow.
Wipe it up like an adult. It'll be fine.
It's a real concern.
But I'm reading the reviews on this place, and actually a lot of the reviews are saying that the food there is incredible.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're like an awesome.
I guess if you are paying $1,000, someone can.
Yeah, it better be good.
Someone better be like getting some good shit up there.
Yeah, not some Sunny D in a Lunchable.
Yeah.
No. Well, thanks for coming on, Miresh.
No problem. Peru, 2 thumbs up. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a very doable trip for us.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sweet. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
This pod's also brought to you by Reese's. There's something for everyone when it comes to Reese's. I mean, if you just go into our Reese's room at the office, you can see the variety of products they have. My favorite is the Oreo Reese's cups. That is just a fusion made in heaven. But they also just make these like chocolate-covered pretzels that taste like Reese's. Love snacking on those at night. I think Reese's is just superior now. I mean, when they only sold cups, they were an elite candy brand. Now that they've diversified, they've got all different types of cups and snacks and candy bars like the Take 5. They are the superior candy, and they are the official candy of Barstool Sports. So you can go get Reese's wherever you shop. I know I will be snacking on them this weekend while I go to the beach for the first time. Bringing Reese's to the beach. Nothing wrong with that. And last but not least, Drop a Pin's brought to you by Mutiny, a Lionsgate film starring Jason Statham, which is pretty much just Die Hard on a boat, from the director of Plane, from the star of The Beekeeper, The Meg, The Expendables. And in this movie, we've already seen it. We had a private premiere on a boat in Lake Michigan, but Statham's a one-man army who exposes an international conspiracy, uncovers a human trafficking ring, and Statham's one of the most defining action stars of the last 25 years. So go see it. Only in theaters August 21st.
All right, thanks, Miresh, for coming on the pod. Next up, we got Gaz to talk to us about all kinds of places that he's been. Here he is.
Yes, and the Extraordinary Travel Festival, which is going down in Bangkok October 22nd to 25th.
Yeah, there's still tickets, so if you want to come hang out with me. And maybe Donnie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I'll drop a pin. We're privileged to have a new friend of ours that we've been talking to for a little while. He's got a travel fest that's going on in Bangkok that I believe I'm going to go to, and Donnie's going to try to go to as well. He's been putting it on for a while. He's been to 190 different countries, had some crazy adventures. I've been reading his blog for the last couple days, going through his stories. Absolutely insane stuff. Gaz, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, guys. Big pleasure to be here. Appreciate it.
There's another Gaz at Barstool, but he has never been on this podcast, so you are officially our first Gaz.
I like to hear that, and hopefully I can get a selfie with him after this.
Okay, great.
He's in the New York office, so he's not around here. But let's hop into your story. So you've been to 190 countries, and you've actually been sitting on 190 for a while, right?
Well, not that bad, because earlier this year I visited 4 new countries.
Okay.
So I did get from 186 to 190. The tentative plan is to finish up in May of next year. And one thing I learned, I have my own podcast where I interview the world's most traveled people. The best thing you can do if you're trying to do this is to hold one back. So I've been saving Ireland for about 10 years to be my last country.
Yeah.
Because if you're celebrating, you want to end in a country that's going to put you in the celebratory mood.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yes.
celebrate in like Eritrea.
That's what I've seen some of my friends do. They're in DRC by themselves at 3 a.m. in a hotel where there's no electricity, sitting in their room by themselves.
I saw one couple that did it, and they went together, and they finished theirs in the Dominican Republic was their last one.
There you go.
Smart. Easy to
Yeah,
get
I
to.
feel like you want to save an easy one for last, and you want to get some of the hard ones out of the way first. Because if you save like Syria for last, and then you end up in jail like our friend
Sam. Yeah.
It's going to be a bummer. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I was so close. But no, he made it out of Syria. And so, have you been to Syria?
I was fortunate. So in 2008, I had a real job, 9 to 5. I got laid off. And for some reason, I said to myself, you know what? At some point, I'm going to go to every country in the world. I planned a year trip for 2009. And I said, I'm only going to go to new countries. And I was in the Middle East for a while. I had this big, thick, Lonely Planet book. And Syria was not on my list. But in the Lonely Planet, they have all these great pictures of the highlights of each country. And I'm like, oh my God, Syria looks amazing. I'm so close. And thankfully I went. And I also went to Yemen that year, 2009. And that was before Arab Spring. So I was able to go to both of those countries in much more peaceful times.
Yeah, and just traveling back in 2009, I mean, the world was a very different place. Even though it's relatively not that long ago, a lot has changed since 2009.
I mean, just Google Maps.
Yeah, just the way you travel. Like he mentioned the Lonely Planet travel book. I think like when I first got abroad, which was like 2010, I think I was still like, I bought a Lonely Planet China book. And like that's how I was doing my research and stuff.
Yeah, I mean those books are really the catalyst for a lot of shit. Like that travel book that I got from Costco for like $11 is the reason why I started that Every Country series.
Oh yeah,
because like going through and seeing all the pictures and like, wow, that's amazing. I had no idea that this country looked like that or this country looked like that. And you find ones that are absolutely shocking. So you are saving what 3 have you have left?
Okay, so. My 192nd will be Malta.
Okay.
Easy, beautiful.
Yeah.
I can tell you all about it.
Okay, I might need that help. 193rd will be my little party in Ireland. 191, I've been trying to get into since 2017. I've been rejected multiple times, and I am no longer saying that name out loud because one of the potential hypothetical reasons I'm getting rejected is talking about it online.
Okay.
I'll just give you a hint. It's in Asia. It's not DPRK, and it's in Central Asia, and they're very authoritative. But I'm no longer kind of saying the name out loud.
They probably really like white cars and silver cars.
That might be very accurate. That might be very accurate.
That's crazy. You should talk to our buddy Doug Bernard who went there. He got his visa approved. He might have some tips for you.
Yeah.
I've been reaching out to many people. I mean, one crazy thing I did. I have a friend. He's also chasing 193, going to every country in the world. He works NYPD intelligence. several years ago, he's like, we need to do a trip together. And he's like, okay, we'll go to this country X. And he's like, perfect. UN General Assembly's next month. So part of his job in intelligence is providing help to the diplomatic teams. He runs over to the team. He's like, hello, everybody. I'm Detective Mike. Here's my card. He's very smooth. He's like, oh, by the way, my dream is to come to your country. Their eyes light up because not a lot of people go there.
Yeah.
And they're like, here's my contact information. This is a guy that traveled with the president. So Mike calls me up. He's like, we are all set. We're in. He's like, send me your passport. We apply month. We're waiting. A month before our trip, we get rejected. My buddy Mike calls up his contact, the guy that travels with the president. Mike, you should have called me sooner. Wait 6 months. Apply again. We apply again. The same thing happened again. And I'm like, if this guy who travels with the president can't get me in, what am I missing?
Yeah.
So it's a big impediment and problem. And challenge.
Because I would think if you talk to someone who actually works in the government and you tell someone, my dream is to go to your country, they're going to be so flattered that they're going to pull strings to make that happen.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, most of my peers in the extreme travel community, 95% do get in. Some might get a rejection or two. But there's a bunch of guys I know that have also applied 5, 6, 10 times. I have one friend in Kuwait, rejected 10 times. He legally changed his name, got a different passport with a different name, applied again. The government still figured out who he was and got his 11th rejection.
Jeez.
Why don't they want him in the country?
You know how it is. They don't give you a precise reason, so you're left to speculation and wondering why.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some videos online that I don't think the Turkmenistan government would approve of. But I don't really think they would be like really attach my government name to those videos. Who knows? One thing you've done and kind of like, so you've created 2 movies, right? That are for sale on Amazon. Is that where you can buy
Amazon, iTunes, maybe some other places.
Okay. And are they, the one's called Hit the Road India, one's called Hit the Road Bangkok. And it was about, in India, you took like a rickshaw through a large portion of the country?
Yeah, so there's this other weird subculture in travel. I mean, there's so many different types of travel. One of them is the rally, driving from point A to point B. The most famous rally, or the most well-known, is called the Mongol Rally. You know that one?
Yes, I've heard all about it.
And that's from London to Ulaanbaatar. It's an insane journey.
Good God.
Yeah, and they do it in these like small little cars, right?
One of the rules is that basically it has to be a shitbox.
Well, look up how many miles that is, Sam. That's
I knew it started from Europe. I didn't know it started from London. That's like
they also have a secondary starting point.
London to
Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah, so it says the Mongol Rally is a 10,000 mile unsupported intercontinental adventure.
Sam just got put through it. Holy shit, 5,500 miles. Good God.
It says 5,500. Here it's saying it's a 10,000 mile journey.
Well, that'd be all the way around the world.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if they're talking about if it's there and back, that's weird.
Yeah.
Part of the rule is that you have to use a tiny underpowered car, and raise at least 500 pounds for charity. That's not. You got to raise more for charity if you want to just run the Boston Marathon.
500 pounds. That's amazing shit. Yeah.
So I've let's see. I've heard a lot of people, or I've had people reach out to me being like, I'm doing this next year, or like, I recently did this. I'd love to talk to you about it at some point. And it's organized by a company called The Adventurous. The Adventurous.
They're out of the UK. And they do some epic journeys.
Yeah.
Some insane things.
The rickshaw run is the one that I've always seen, which is you buy a rickshaw in India, and then they have a route that goes from like north to south or south to north India just on a rickshaw. Is that what you did?
Yeah, so there's multiple companies in the space. I went with this company called The Travel Scientist.
Okay.
And I went from Mumbai to Chennai. It was about 2 weeks and 2,000 kilometers. You're in an auto rickshaw that's 7 horsepower. Riding lawnmowers are like 25.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
It's insane. So
I think my weed eater's stronger than that.
Damn. So you're just putting.
You're putting around. The traffic is horrifically insane. You're getting lost constantly. Me and my teammate, we made a record. We ran out of gas 11 times. So we won kind of the moron award. They timed it during monsoon season. Ooh. You're up in the mountains. You're in valleys. You're on the ocean side. It was an epic experience and just so much fun.
And was that your first time experiencing traveling through India as well? Was that was your first time in India doing this crazy rickshaw run?
Thankfully not, because I mean, India is one of my favorite countries, but my little theory on India, it breaks everybody. And when some people break in one day and they're like, I can't do this, I gotta leave. Some people are a month, some people a year, but it'll break everybody. I went my first time in 2005 for a couple weeks, so at least I had a sense of what I was getting into.
Okay, yes.
What were some of the biggest trials along the way for that long of a trip in a 7-horsepower rickshaw?
Yeah, it's like a mile is not a mile, a kilometer is not a kilometer. So it's like, okay, today the team organizer is like, oh, you're going to drive 120 kilometers. I'm like, 120 kilometers, that's 80 miles, 50 miles an hour. I'll be done in 90 minutes. No, that's 16 hours. So
Jeez.
It's the traffic, you get lost, you run out of gas, there's an engine problem, you're in the mountains and you can only go up the mountain 10 kilometers an hour. And now it's pitch dark. There's no street lights. You're on a highway. You have a tiny light on your tuk-tuk and semi-trailer trucks are zooming by you. You're like, I'm going to get wiped out and die before I make it to the hotel tonight. So that times 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there some nights you didn't even manage to make it to the hotel?
No, thankfully we made it every night. But yeah, I mean, you want to be on the road at 8 a.m. and you want to be there before dark.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen because obviously it gets that much more dangerous as the night comes.
You've been all over the place, and one of the things that I found really beautiful after doing a video on it was the Burundi drummers. How was your experience with them?
I mean, when chasing 193, sometimes you're like, God, I don't know anything about Burundi. I wasn't excited about going to Burundi, but you got to go there to check the box at some level. And I'd heard of them, but I didn't know anything about them. My guide brought me to, I think it's Gitega, the new capital, and we go to this little hill. There's nothing there, and I'm with 100 locals. I'm the only foreigner, and these 20 guys come out, and to me, it's one of the best musical performances I've ever seen in my life. And the reality is I am so fortunate I got to see that, but the catalyst is chasing 193. So amazing.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you can't quite put where Burundi is, it's right. It's just south of Rwanda. It's a beautiful country, the high elevation, and it seems just absolutely incredible. Like everything that I look into it about it, the culture and how rich it is. The drummers, they go to places like the Kennedy Center. They perform for the Obamas. What a cool experience that must have been. Another one that I came across that you did, describe what it's like to go to that vegetarian festival in India.
In Phuket,
yes.
Thailand.
Oh, yeah. Thailand,
okay. Yeah. Chaps, Phuket Vegetarian Festival. It's typically in October on the island of Phuket. If I'm listing the attributes of the Phuket Vegetarian Festival, the vegetarianism is number 18.
Yeah.
It is an insane experience. It's 10 days, mostly centered...
Pull up some pictures of that, Sam.
Mostly centered around Phuket town, but it's at multiple Chinese Thai temples in that region. And it's like from 5 in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. A lot of this festival is honoring the gods, and you are showing your respect to the gods. And one of the ways they do that is by severe face mutilation, by sticking objects through their cheeks, on their foreheads, on their arms. And again, I'm never going to be able to describe it. You got to go Google image and take a look at the insanity. It starts with, You go to the temple in the morning, you watch them getting,
Yeah, so he just brought up a photo.
Yeah.
One of them, I mean, these are kind of like little barbecue skewers that they're just shoving through their cheeks. But then this guy's got a full-on, like, metal bar.
I mean, dude, people have, like, bikes and shit.
That's the tip of the spear. No point.
Yeah, like, they'll have, like, a legit bike through their face.
Handlebars through their face or something like that.
Yeah. Like, some of the stuff that they put in there, it's just...
So... Yeah, I feel like I've seen like David Blaine do some ish like this, but I don't. Is this just like the power of the human mind that they can do this, or is it
this
just
drug
like,
induced or drug helped?
or do you do it so much that you're just your cheeks are numb? Because I've heard of this happening, and I could never. It's kind of like walking on coals. Is walking on coals real, or is that more of an urban myth, or are there actually people out there?
Oh, there's definitely coal walkers.
There's coal walkers. And that I've heard is just like a mental thing. Like
there's a certain temperature that they can keep it that I think that the ash like creates a barrier where it's not as severe. Because if you do it where it's too hot or not like hot enough, you can cause like severe damage. So they have to make sure it's like a certain temperature from what I understand.
Yeah, because I've definitely seen news stories about like a tourist trying to walk coals like the locals and getting severe burns. Especially this. I don't know how they do this. These people have just, I mean, they've got so many things shoved through their face that there's like no cheek left.
And you went to this, and as somebody that's not Thai, like how were you received?
They're 100% no issue whatsoever. I
think Thailand has to be, one of the best countries for a tourist. Like tourism is their economy, so they treat tourists so well. Are there some parts of Thailand that you think wouldn't be friendly to tourists if you go like really deep south?
I mean, I'm speculating here, but the southern part of Thailand that borders Malaysia they do have a low-level Islamic insurgency there. So unfortunately, I believe like just in the last 24 hours, 5 Thai soldiers were killed. And that is an area that's not suggested to visit there. I haven't been there. And, I'm not sure of the friendliness level. Everywhere else, I've been living in Thailand since 2012. As you said, just very, very friendly, easygoing people. I've traveled everywhere. Never had an issue, very safe. I've walked home more times than I can count at 3 a.m. after having a couple of drinks. It's just a safe, comfortable place.
It's the land of smiles.
It is.
That's what they call it.
It is.
I did have a friend who was drugged in Bangkok, but he was probably asking for it.
I was just going to say.
He was asking for it. Just don't linger and talk to a prostitute for too long. Because he woke up with all of his worldly belongings gone.
Yeah, that happens.
He just naked on the floor of his Airbnb.
Yeah, been there. Yeah.
He had his kidney.
Yeah, he still had his kidney.
That's a win.
And he still had his passport too, I think.
Okay, win-win.
I'm not sure. Yep.
So with all these trips, if you could take a little time machine and you can rewind and do one trip again, what one would it be?
One of my favorite countries is Burma or Myanmar, which is the country right next to Thailand. I just did my 6th visit there. My first visit was in 2005. And to me, this country offers 90% of India with 80% less BS. So it's because, as I was saying again, to me, India breaks you. There's so much to see, so much to do in India, but something's going to beat you down. Burma, just so much more relaxed, so much more chill, but there is so much to see and do. It's hard to comprehend what a special, beautiful country that is.
And you can go to the birthplace of crab rangoons.
Yeah, and there you go.
In Rangoon. But that is, I don't think you can find a crab rangoon anywhere there. Although Ari Shafir claimed that he saw crab rangoons in Rangoon. I think when I pressed him on it, he was like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't.
What specifically about it made it so awesome for you?
Yeah, so I think at some level, Burma feels like it's 50 years back in time. So that's number one. I think people like kind of that authenticness or genuineness. Less, there's no McDonald's, there's no Starbucks.
Not a lot of tourists.
Well, when I was there 3 months ago, I would say there's almost zero tourists because there is a civil war taking place. So the average tourist, as soon as they see the civil war, they're like, okay, I'm just going to Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not forcing a trip to Burma.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a 1 year time period where it like things had settled down there. They were actually encouraging tourism. I had some friends go, and I was like, "Oh, nice! It seems like things are chilling out in Burma. I'll go next year." And then after that year, things ramped right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a military government, like a military junta or
so
whatever that
there's a
term is.
military government for years and years. Then I can never pronounce her name correctly. The Nobel Peace Prize winner, Anyang Kansi, was taken out of house arrest. She was like in house arrest for 10 or 20 years. They brought her into the government. They were introducing some sort of democratic ideals into the country. And then 3 years ago, I don't know the machinations, they put her back in jail. The generals came back and 100% took complete control of the government. And then a real civil war has broken out over the last 3 years. It's a real tragedy what's happening in that country.
Yeah, they've dropped down. I did a video on the top 5 least touristed countries, and they are on the list now because of that. Like, they've dropped so much and lost so much revenue, and I mean, Civil War explains it. I'm going to Greenland in a couple weeks. Any tips?
Yeah, I have been once, and I probably don't have a lot of great tips because I went there via a cruise, which was quite awesome. My cruise went to Svalbard, Greenland, and Iceland, and we spent our time on the east coast of Greenland. Now, the biggest national park in the world is in Greenland, and I think it's called, not very original, it's called like the Northeast National Park. Okay. It's absolutely humongous. Now, I got to visit like 1 or 2 places in there. We made quick stops. One of those fascinating things I learned during that stop is Denmark has soldiers which are patrolling this park, and they're called the Serious Sledge Patrol. And they sign up for like a 2-year stint. It's only like 16 guys, and it's one of the most remote places in the world. And in 2-person teams, they patrol this vast Iceland for 2 years, patrolling this area. So we got to go to one of these bases, and I got to meet a couple of those guys. And it's like, wow, it's like you don't know these things in the world exist. And it's like one of those like fascinating trivia things.
Yeah, I had no idea that. That's a good trivia question for sure.
Yeah, what's the largest
national park in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and not very many people go to the east coast of Greenland. I mean,
not a lot of settlements
on the west coast, and that's the capital. It's got like 20,000 people, and there's almost no one that lives on the east side of Greenland.
Yeah, did you see some locals there at all when you were?
So one of other stops was a settlement. I think I can't pronounce it. The word is this long. It starts with an I.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe like 200 people live there, or several hundred. And we did stop for the day there. And it's fascinating. And it's completely cut off. There's no road. You're either getting there by boat or plane, but there's no daily flight there. I mean, it's like so isolated, but it's somewhat of their own little ecosystem with a church, a school, a market.
Yeah. I mean, I was even shocked that they had direct flights from the U.S. to Greenland. They started those flights maybe a year ago or something.
Yeah.
It goes Newark Airport to Nuuk.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm taking. Yeah, I think they started it in late 2024.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's when they started it.
Yeah, I wonder what prompted that.
But they ramped up the numbers. At first, they only had like 15,000 people a year that would take that trip, and now it's up to like 120 this year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so Greenland used to get maybe 50, 60,000 tourists a year, and now they're up to about like 200,000 tourists a year.
Yeah, even 50, 60,000 I feel like is a lot.
Yeah.
For Greenland.
So like getting to Greenland is a lot easier than it used to be. What was the hardest place for you to check off the box?
one of my more challenging visits is the small island in the Pacific, Nauru. So Nauru is either categorized as the first or second least populated country. It's like 10,000 people. It shouldn't be a country. They are famous because they maintain a refugee camp set up on behalf of the Australians. So when illegal refugees are trying to sail to Australia, Australia will put the refugees in this encampment in Nauru.
I did not know that.
X years ago, a journalist went there and did a tough hit piece on the Nauru government. After that took place, they put in a visa. So it's basically the only island in the Pacific which has visas for Westerners. In short, I just went to visit Nauru in February. That was my 4th attempt to go to that country in 3 years. So either they wouldn't give me the visa, the flights got canceled.
There's only one flight a week, right?
It's a little bit better than that. There's 3 gateways: Fiji, Brisbane, and Kiribati. So Nauru actually has a pretty big airline in the Pacific, Nauru Airways. So that might be the biggest. Fiji Airways is number 1. Probably Nauru's number 2. So relatively speaking, compared to Tuvalu, then Nauru's pretty well connected with those 3 gateways versus Tuvalu, which has, I think, just 2 flights a week from Fiji.
That's the least visited country in the world, Tuvalu. Wild.
Dude, so Nantucket is larger than Nauru.
Yeah, there's nothing to see.
It's just a small little circle.
Yeah.
And it does, Is there anything to see? It kind of just looks
It's one that's
like
sinking
a sandbar. A sandbar with a little bit of greenery up top.
Yeah, I mean the people, of course, they're nice. I know the consul in Brisbane. He's such a good guy. Kramer Kane, shout out to him. But if you're ranking the 193 countries, it's from a touristic perspective, it's going to be really, really low on that list.
Yeah, so even the beaches, I don't know, is it does it seem like a tropical paradise or not even?
Well, it's tropical because it's 100 degrees, it's raining. The beaches, there's a lot of rocks on the beaches, so it's not going to be that postcard perfect beach that you want.
What is the most postcard perfect destination you've ever been to in your travels?
I mean, I'll give 2. One of my favorite, I think it's one of the best, most beautiful landscapes in the world, Palau.
Yes,
just
I've heard about
so
that.
stunningly beautiful. And the second, I'll give another shout out to Burma. So on the
Big Burma guy.
Yeah, who wouldn't? On the west coast of Thailand, where it connects to Burma, that's the Andaman Sea. Mm-hmm. And in that sea are a lot of famous Thai islands that people visit. They're beautiful.
Yeah,
but in the same sea are a bunch of Burmese islands, exactly the same, except for one difference. The Thai version of the same island has 50 speedboats on the beach. The Burmese island has 1. So these are stunningly beautiful, postcard perfect islands and beaches, but no tourist.
That sounds incredible because those Thai islands are so beautiful, but they become so touristy. Especially, I know that one where they filmed the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach. When that movie came out, everybody wanted to see where the beach was filmed.
Now you can't swim there.
So they actually had to close it down for a bit just to let the place recover, and that's been happening to a lot of those beautiful islands. So, I mean, an untouched island like that in Burma sounds like a dream.
It's the same island.
Yeah.
Just no one there.
And the Thai police get pissed when you're swimming in an area that you're not supposed to as well.
Yeah, I think they've had some trouble with Chinese tourists too. I remember when I was snorkeling, this was in Vietnam, and our guide was just like, don't touch the coral, don't touch the coral. And then a bunch of Chinese tourists got back on the boat. Each one had a piece of coral with them.
So they touched it a lot.
Yeah, they straight up just ripped it off. That was bad. But, I mean, Thailand, do you I know Koh Phi Phi is one of those islands that's like such a big backpacker island that it's incredibly beautiful, but it's almost become too crowded. if you're going there.
Yeah, I think 100% too crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that catch-22, right? I mean, the beach shows this island, Maya Beach, and it's like this, people standing on the beach from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. as the boats drop off. Koh Phi Phi's been ruined. My favorite island, there's 3 big islands, Phuket, Koh Samui, and Koh Chang. Koh Chang is right near Cambodia. And next to Koh Chang are 2 islands, Koh Kret and Koh Mak. My favorite island is Koh Mak, and the best way, if you know Thailand at all, to explain how it's untouched, there's no 7-Eleven and there's no ATM machine.
No
so there's
7-Eleven,
only 2,000 residents on this island. It's not a party island, as you might imagine, but beautiful beach, so chill, rent a motorbike, go snorkeling, relax, read a book. It's awesome.
Sounds right up Chaps' alley.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I don't really care about nightlife. I like the scenery and just like chilling and hanging and walking around and drinking 2 beers every 2 hours. That's my idea of a good time.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah. So that being said, meet me there. You have this festival coming up in Bangkok. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm trying to go to every country in the world. We call it Chasing 193. That's 193 UN members. And then we kind of general terms say extreme travelers. So over the years, because I've been sort of doing it since 2009, and I would say around 2014, 2015, I started meeting all these other people thanks to Facebook and Instagram, because I didn't know a lot of people. I was kind of doing it on my own, especially in the beginning. And meeting all these people was the key to unlock the journey. Meaning, if you said to me, hey, Gaz, go to Central African Republic in 2013, I would throw up my shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm like, 1, I probably wouldn't really want to go there. 2, I don't know how to get the visa, what hotel. But knowing this giant network online provided the secret cheat codes. That led me to come up with the Extraordinary Travel Festival. The Extraordinary Travel Festival is the largest gathering of accomplished, avid, adventurous travelers, people like me, you guys, and it is a community event, networking, meeting like-minded people. Then I bring in amazing speakers from around the world. We have like 40 speakers. And then the third part, exploring Thailand, where the event's going to be, or ASEAN, or anywhere in the region that you want to do.
And is this going to be the 3rd year that you've been doing the festival?
Well, I do it every 2 years.
Okay.
It's the 3rd event.
The 3rd event. Last year's was in Armenia.
First in 2022 in Armenia, 2024 in Bangkok, in 2026 this October back in Bangkok.
All right, cool. And I know, thank you very much for inviting us. This would be Chaps' first time in Thailand. Are you? What are you the most excited about?
I mean, the food. I've heard Anthony Bourdain. Any place that Anthony Bourdain gushes over, I want to add that to the top of my list. And he just absolutely loved Thailand. So I think going there, the culture just seems so interesting. I really love looking at temples. I can get lost in the art of temples for a long time. Yeah. So I think just going and just staring off and it seems a place that you can just be quiet and look at a lot of things. And that's kind of what I like to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't call Bangkok quiet, but
no, I'm saying the temples and everything, definitely you can absorb it and be in I love going to places that the culture is just completely 100% different than what we're used to here.
Yeah.
And that's definitely Thailand.
And it's, as you mentioned, the food, it's definitely a top 5 food country for me.
Yeah.
A lot of variety, which is nice too. And you can handle some spice, right?
No. I've gotten
no. Oh yeah, you're
dude,
right. No, you're a big diarrhea guy.
Yeah.
You'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find non-spicy food. I mean, pad thai is not too spicy. They've got different.
Well, here's the one Thai word I'll teach you. Okay. So they're gonna say to you, "Pet mak mak," very spicy, and you will say, "My pet, no spice." So that's all you need to know.
Because no spice is still a little spicy, right?
Yeah.
They'll dial it down for you.
Yeah.
I mean, most places are used to seeing a lot of foreigners, and they don't want to send anybody to the bathroom or hospital.
So for me, somebody like me that hasn't gone, what would you design as like my first day? Is like you're in Bangkok, you got to do this your first day to get your feet wet.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those giant challenges. There's too much to do.
Yeah.
You just said you like temples. There's an old part of the city on the river. The main river is called the Chao Phraya. And I would say you're going to go down there. There's 3 amazing, stunningly beautiful temples. Wat Arun, Temple of Dawn, Wat Po, which is famous for this giant reclining Buddha. And then the most holy site in Thailand, Wat Pra Kiao, the golden Buddha. So base your day around those 3 places. Take a water taxi down the Chao Phraya, relax, grab a beer, eat some pad thai, eat some kapao gai, and right there, head to Chinatown for dinner, go to a speakeasy for some craft cocktails after that. Wash, rinse, repeat. You can stay busy in Bangkok for a full week doing really interesting, unique, fun stuff.
Man, I can't wait. I'm excited. And there's still spots available. So if somebody wanted to go, you can go and you can explore it with me.
Yes. Yeah. So if someone wanted to buy a ticket to this festival, would they go to the website or?
Yep. So thank you. Very good. Extraordinarytravelfest.com. Extraordinarytravelfest.com. Use the code Bangkok to save $100 off your ticket.
There you go.
That's code Bangkok? Is that what you said?
You type in Bangkok
Okay.
to save $100.
Now, do you think if this is going to be Chaps' first time in Thailand, does he need to find a few days to leave Bangkok too and see a different part of the country?
Well, I mean, I just mentioned Koh Mak. Again, I could tell you 50 places to go visit.
Yeah.
You have to pick one. So you go to Koh Mak for 3 nights.
Yeah.
And relax
Yeah.
on the beach. And
And that's one of the closer islands to Bangkok. Like, you don't have to go all the way down south.
well, I mean, you can fly to Phuket in an hour.
Oh, yeah, if you're flying.
Driving is like 14 hours.
Yeah.
Koh Mak is about a 5-hour drive and a 1-hour ferry. It's worth it.
Oh,
It's
the ferry. I love a good ferry.
Yes.
It's awesome.
My wife's favorite island down there is Koh Lanta.
Okay.
Yeah, and when she heard I was going back to Bangkok, she was like, dude, I might have to come so I can post up on Koh Lanta for a week.
Make it a family affair.
Yeah. That's like not necessarily one of the big party islands either. It's a little more laid back than Koh Phangan or Koh Phi Phi, where they're doing the like full moon parties and stuff. But very chill. The best shrimp tempura I've had in my life was on Koh Lanta. Have you ever indulged in the shroom shakes in Thailand?
I have not done shroom shakes.
Okay.
But to let you know, I don't know if you know, weed is now legal in Thailand, so you can partake there.
Yes.
But I'm not. I haven't done shrooms.
Yeah, because that used to be a big thing. They would always try to get the foreigners for like smoking a joint, and then it would be like a big fine, or you'd have to pay a bribe or something to get out. Now it's fully legal, so that's nice. You've traveled all over the world. So you were living in the U.S., you got laid off, and you took that as a sign, I should take this next year to travel, and then you never really stopped after that?
Yeah, so during that year, I was traveling in 2009. I'm like, I got to figure it out, but I can't go back to like corporate 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So I came back after that trip. I tried a couple of different businesses. One of them worked. And then I just started picking up my travel. And then, as I said, I found this community of people going to every country in the world. That supercharged it. And it's just been, I've had all these amazing experiences one year after another.
How did you choose to make Bangkok your home base now? Because we've talked to a couple kind of full-time travelers who have also decided to make Bangkok their home base.
Okay, so I was living in Chicago.
Yeah.
This is when I started my own business.
Yeah.
And I was working from home. It's freezing. It's winter. I'm reading this book. The book is called The Gospel of Father Joe. It's about an American real book or real story. American priest moves to Bangkok in the 70s, moves into the biggest slum. And when I say slum, it's open sewers. He gets dysentery. He gets typhoid. And over the last 50 years, he's created this giant outreach program serving tens of thousands of people in the slum. So I read that book. I'm like, I don't have to be in Chicago.
Yes.
So I basically volunteered. The reason I went was to volunteer for this. It's called the Mercy Center.
Okay.
So that's what originally brought me over there. Is like, let's try and do something a little good, have an amazing experience, and get out of the Chicago winter. So that's what got the ball rolling officially.
That's the dream.
That's a good book if it changed your
Yeah,
whole
if it
life.
changed your life.
And you know what? I just found the author on Facebook. So I connected to him and I basically go, hey, I'm writing to thank you. Because people who write book or create content, they want that affirmation. I'm like, thank you. And this is what, how my life has kind of changed a little bit.
All right. Last question from me. I give you a private jet. Of all the places that you've gone, you're going to dinner in one place. Where are you going to dinner?
Oh, one of my favorite places for dinner. It's not that exotic. It's in Armenia, the capital Yerevan, and it's a restaurant I've been going to pretty consistently over the last 5 years. It's called Reyhan, and it's owned by some Lebanese Armenian people. And they have this amazing patio in the back. It's perfect in early fall or late spring. The food is fantastic. Like to go there, meet my friends there, have an amazing meal.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
And Chaps, just to warn you, I feel like before my kids start school full time, I want to do what he did and be like, because Januaries are so brutal in Chicago. I'm like, I got to take advantage of the fact that that my kid's not in school and just live somewhere else for the month of January. Because we could pre-record some podcasts. We could even do a Zoom pod. You could come down to wherever I am, record a podcast live. I would love to do that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot do that because I have those fucking school-age kids, bunch of idiots.
Well, you guys could come down for maybe,
Yeah, January, especially
5
early
days.
January before they're back in school. Could work that out for sure.
True.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Real pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, and hopefully we both see you in Thailand. It looks like Chaps, though, is pretty fully committed.
I'm locked in, yeah.
Locked in. That's going to be an awesome experience, and hopefully I'm there with you.
Yep.